our channel.
Hello.
If you are new in our channel, this is Dan, Ariana, and Sophia.
That's why the channel's called
Danofia. What are we gonna do today?
We're going to be talking about how we met.
Yeah, a few people asked me this question to make a video. How I and Daniel met. I always tell them that I met Daniel in
In a party.
a party or from friends. You know, many people think that the way we meet, maybe like it's not real, unreal. It's like many like scammer or something like that. People think like that. So I just not ready to tell anybody.
So you're now going to tell them how we actually met. We met online with a really cheap dating app. The classic mobile phone dating app. Yes, no, yes, yes, no. And I just saw your photo and I thought, wow, she's cute. I like her. I'll give her a yes. And I remember thinking, oh, I hope she says yes to me back. You didn't look like a jungle lady at all.
Why? Am I look like a jungle lady now?
So yeah, so then I met her on this dating app and then I got a yes back. So I just sent a text message in the app saying, hi, how are you? And then I didn't get a text message for about 3 days. And then I got a message back, hi, that was it. And then you started to text a little bit more and then I invited you out and I said, can I take you out for dinner? And you said, no, I'm busy, always working. Okay then. So next week I sent you another message. Can I take you out for dinner?
This was in Singapore, right?
Yeah. And then finally you said, yeah, okay, we can go out for a date. And then we were about to go on a date and then an hour...
Not date, dinner, right? Like that.
Yeah, first date.
Yeah, okay.
And then an hour before you said, oh, I can't go on this date because they've called me in for work. So I thought, okay, fair enough. These things happen. Never mind. Sent you another message. Can we go out for dinner again? You said, yeah, okay. And then you did it again. Then you said, oh, work's asked me to call in and stay in late. So I text back saying, look.
No, I said, I'm just tired. I need to sleep, right?
Yeah, I'm tired. I need to sleep. That was it. And I said, well, I'm on this dating app to meet somebody to actually create a real relationship. And it doesn't sound like you're serious or are able to be organised and just make the time for a relationship. So this isn't going to work between us. You know, it's been nice texting you and goodbye. And I wish you good luck. And that was it.
Yeah, that's what it. But you've been meeting a lot of girls, right?
Many, many girls. One every night of the week.
Really?
Oh, yes. Indian, Malaysian, Thai. Oh, yes.
Singaporean.
Yeah, I was a white man in Asia. They're having fun.
That's what we always think, right?
That's what you always think, right? But no, that's not true. I was going out on other dates and I was getting so bored I wouldn't even go on a second date with any of them.
Why?
Because they were like, I don't like my job, Lee. I've had enough, la. I want more noodles, Lee. Got to send all my money to my mum and dad, Lee. I never have any money for myself, Lou. I've had enough, Lee. I'm stuck in Singapore, la. That's what the whole conversations were like.
Really?
Yeah.
Then how are you saying? Then you're falling asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was on Facebook and I put this post up about like a nice view of the sea or this walk or something. And my friends had put smiley faces. Other friends had put hearts. And then somebody had then put one crying face. And I thought, what a strange thing to put a crying face on. And I went and had a look who it was, and it was Sophia.
You know why? Because I've been checking about him. I want to check he's real or not. Because in the dating app, I only have one photo. He have more photos. Sorry guys, but I need to find something for Ariana. You can take a video. Okay, now let's continue again. Just checking him out if he is real or not. And then I just like see all his posts like that, you know, in Facebook. Maybe I accidentally pressed something. I don't know. Because I'm not meant to.
So I sent her a message saying, why the crying face? And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, because I put this post up and it's a really nice post and it's quite strange that anybody would actually put a crying face to it. I said, you might want to remove it because it just looks a bit strange. And she said, okay then. And then I said, how are you? She said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, are you free for going out for dinner this weekend? And you said, yeah, okay. So that weekend, it was great. She didn't text me to tell me she was tired. She didn't text me to tell me that she wanted to move it. And I went there and I was wearing my little tight nightclubbing green top.
You know what? It's a woman clothes. Okay, you continue.
It's not a woman's clothes. She just likes it when I wear women's clothes. and so I then waited and I arrived and I waited and I waited
Where we first met?
and I waited.
Where we first
We
met?
went out for that Thai meal.
Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
The first
But
time.
she was about half an hour late.
Okay, wait. The first time I asked him, do you want to go? You say you want to eat street food, right?
Oh yeah. Because at the time I didn't have much money.
Yeah.
I didn't have much money.
But I was so hungry that time. I like the Thai express food, so I tell him that I want to meet in the Thai express restaurant. Then your reply is what? You're not hungry, you said. Okay, I'm not meeting you. Then the second time, then I said, if you want to go, I want to go to Thai express because you said you already have food. That's why you're not hungry.
Okay.
So we're not meeting that the first time.
Oh, I see.
Okay, the second time.
Very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, the second time I'm still hungry. I want to eat that restaurant again. And then.
But why wouldn't somebody just go out for a drink if they want to meet somebody? Why does it have to be food? It's so strange.
Because I'm just work and then at home I never eat. I don't have food to eat. You know, I always eat outside or eat at work. So that's my dinner.
So then finally she arrived and we went in and when you first arrived, you didn't look anything like in your photo.
Really?
No. But you were so pretty. You're so attractive.
Okay.
I thought, wow. Look at the photo. Totally different in person.
Now I'm not makeup. That's why that time is makeup, right?
God, nice makeup for the photograph to put herself up on the social media dating site. And so then we went, and then we sat down at this restaurant, and I looked at the prices. And thought, oh God, this is so expensive. I haven't got much money.
And I tell him, I'll pay myself. I'll pay for myself. You pay for yourself. I just want to go with him for dinner. That's it.
Yeah. And then that was it. We then ordered the food, and I sat here, and she sat the other side of the table. But the funny bit was then when we sat down to eat, we'd ordered food, and then we were sitting there, and we had absolutely nothing to talk about. Nothing in common, from other side of the world, different way of thinking, different way of dressing, different food, everything was different. Nothing to talk about. But she would sit there and smile. Just smile. And I had this really strange feeling where I didn't feel like I needed to have something to talk to her about. That I was just happy just sitting there smiling with nothing to talk about. It was amazing. Really strange feeling. And then so then we enjoyed our meal.
Oh no, after that we go for durian.
Was that the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, and then after that, I told her how I like durian, and she said, wow, you know, Asian, white people don't usually like durian.
I also love so much durian. And then near
Yeah.
our house, there is a durian store. I said, let's go to eat durian. And then I bring him to eat durian. He loved durian so much.
Yeah. So then I really enjoyed this durian, and we kind of started to have fun, didn't we?
We talk a bit, yeah.
Yeah, we talk a bit, yeah.
And then he said, let me send you to your home. I said, no, I scared to let him know where I live.
Oh yeah.
And then I said, where you live? He said, he live near my place. And then I said, how you go? They go back by taxi? No, I'm just gonna walk, you said.
Yeah.
30 minutes, 40 minutes walk?
Yeah, 40 minutes walk. And in Asia, it's very strange to walk such long distance because it's so hot. But for us in England, where it's always cold, the opportunity to go for a long walk in the evening night is a lovely feeling.
And then I said bye. And then you know what? He's just like a snake. He like to do like that, like tickle you.
I was tickling you, wasn't I? And you were like,
Yeah.
what you doing? Why are you touching me? Which is flirting, you know? It's like showing attraction.
Really?
Yeah. And then the next time you're always so busy and
It's Ariana.
You're moving the camera.
Yeah.
And then after that, we started texting. And as we were texting, I invited you out, and you were always so busy. So the only time I could take you out for a date next was for breakfast.
Because I work 6 days.
Yeah.
1 day off.
So then I took you out for breakfast, and you thought it was so strange, didn't you?
Is it breakfast or we go for jogging?
Oh no, the second date, you said, oh yeah, I'll go on a second date, but I haven't been for a run for a while, so I'm going to be in my running gear. Is that okay? So I thought, yeah, all right then. And then there she was wearing her running gear, and we met at this park. And we're just standing around in this park, and she said, okay, I'm going to go for a run now. I said, all right then. And so she just started running. And I watched Sophia run all the way around the outside of the park, and then come back to where we were, and then talk a little bit. And I said, okay, I'm going to go for a run now. And then she run around the edge of the park again. So at this point, I thought I'd better show my muscles and show how strong I am. So I then went onto one of the climbing frames. I was doing like lift ups, like yeah, look at me, like I'm so strong. Oh, look at me. And then she said, okay, I'm going to run around the park again. And the third time she ran around the park, I realised, wow, I like this girl. I really like this girl. And that was it. Then we started to have more to talk about, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ow.
So we end the video then.